Hi Art Seekers, we're here today with Anna Drumm, multimedia artist and fabulous person, and I'm really excited that I get to talk to you today. So thank you so much for chatting with us.
Well, thanks for coming by.
I was wondering, how did you first start to see the street as your canvas?
I know that I was inspired to work bigger, and I just was looking for a way to sort of take my voice as an artist out into the street, or how to be effective to more people. So it just so happened that, you know, I was doing small things in little places, and then when I got asked to do this big wall on Sunset, and I actually stalled for 3 months, and because I didn't know yet what I really wanted to do. And then when I finally figured it out, I finally figured out why it's important for me. I don't feel like I have sort of the ability to say like, oh, it's my canvas and it's that, but I feel like it's possible for anything to be your canvas.
Well, what's the difference for you between working on the street and working in a more traditional space like a gallery?
The energy when you're working out on the street is, you have the cars, you have the noise, you have the passerbys, you have people hooting and hollering because your butt's facing traffic, and like, there's that. So, but it's all good and fun, so you can use that energy as momentum, and so, because it takes a long time to paint something that scale. And then when I'm painting here in my space, or I'm working in like a big gallery space, that's an energy that sort of I generate within myself. So that process is a little bit more about going inside as opposed to like pulling energy from outside.
Right.
And like just using that as like momentum. It's sort of like I get more quiet, and then I can use momentum from whatever I have stored inside of me.
So you have some commission pieces, but do you also work illegally? Do you just put things up in spaces that you really connect to?
I guess I have a little bit of a rebellious streak in me. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't like the rush from doing things that are not legal. There's been quite a few times where I've had to like run.
Can you tell us about your love boxes?
So my love boxes were basically just because I was wanting to stimulate an energy of basically love out on the streets of Los Angeles. I put them in high traffic areas and intersections, and literally the first, let's say, half dozen I put out, they got picked up immediately or destroyed immediately. Then there were people who found me on the internet and sent me hate mail. And I was like, isn't that interesting? And I was like, it's evoking emotion out of people. And it's all good, like good, bad, or indifferent, it's fine. Then I start seeing, it's raining one day, and I see my love box used as a shelter for a man who is homeless, and he's wanted to keep his head dry in the rain so he could sleep. Then I start seeing people like reposting them and stealing them as soon as I put them down and putting them in their homes. And you know, I was like, that's the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to have an effect. The purpose of it is to allow people to react to it and do whatever they want. So it was really sort of kind of a social study on the interactions with love, and how just that word can affect people and where they're at with it. And it was really interesting, and I'm never going to be done with that project. Like, that's always going to happen around the world, wherever I go. It ended up bringing me a lot of really special interactions with people. So it was fun.
So what's it like being a woman working on the street, which is typically a male-dominated space? Have you had any uncomfortable run-ins?
Yeah, 100%. The interactions, and some instances I have had really negative flashbacks from other men. I haven't yet have any negative interactions with the females. I think for the most part, they're all just like, do your thing and like go get them and whatever. I think like whether you're male or female, and there's been no like you're a chick and you can't do this. It's about the work, and there's all people who've been doing it longer, and so there's a big part of it where it's like they have kind of a right to be angry. So I try and just keep perspective on things and to always interact with any sort of hate or negativity, to just bring love to the situation and really sort of say like, I completely understand, I'm learning as I go, I appreciate your input, and I value what you do, and really sort of try and change it. Nothing changes if nothing changes.